Hello and welcome back to Ken Reads as we continue with Wicked. Murder in its Afterlife, 17. She pushed Dorothy ahead of her into the tower room and locked the door behind her. The long period of sleeplessness was making her head spin. "What have you come for?" she said to the girl. "I know why you've tramped all the way here from the Emerald City. Go on, tell me to my face. Have you come to murder me, as the rumors say, or do you carry a message from the wizard, maybe? Is he now willing to bargain the book for Noor, the magic for the child? Tell me! Or, I know, he has instructed you to steal my book. Is it that?" But the girl only backed away, looking left and right for escape. There was no way out except the window, and that was a deadly fall. "Tell me," said the witch. "I am all alone in a strange land. Don't make me do any of this," said the girl. "You came to kill me, then steal the grimoire." "I don't know what you're talking about." "First give me the shoes," said the witch. "For they're mine. We're all talk." "I can't. They'll come off," said the girl. "I think Linda put a spell on that. I've been trying to get them off for days. My socks are so sweaty it's not to be believed." "Give them to me," snarled the witch. "If you're going back to the wizard with them, you'll be playing right into his hands." "No, look, they're stuck," shouted the girl. She kicked at one heel with the other shoe. "Look, see, I've been trying, they won't come off. Honest, promise. I tried to give them to the wizard when he demanded them, but he wouldn't come off. There's something the matter with them. They're too tight or something. Maybe I'm growing." "You have no right to those shoes," said the witch. She circled. The girl backed away, stumbling over the furniture. Knocking over the beehive and stepping off the queen bee who had emerged from the fragments. Every little thing I have dies when you come across it," said the witch. "There's Lear below, ready to throw me out for the sake of a single kiss. My beasts are dead, my sister's dead. You strew death in your path, and you're just a girl. You remind me of Noor. She thought the world was magic, and look what happened to her." What happened?" said Dorothy, pitifully playing for time. "She found out how magic it was. She was kidnapped and lives her miserable life as a political prisoner." "But so you have kidnapped me, and I've asked for none of it. Nothing. You must have mercy." The witch came near and grabbed the girl by the wrist. "Why do you want to murder me?" she said. "Can you really believe the wizard will do as he says? He doesn't know what truth means, so he does not even know how he lies. And I did not kidnap you, you fool. You came here of your own accord to murder me." I didn't come to murder anyone," said the girl, shrinking back. "Are you the adept?" said the witch suddenly. "Aha! Are you the third of death? Is that it? Nessarose, Glinda, and you? Did Madame Morval conscript you for service to hidden power? You worked in conclusion. My sister's shoes, my friend's charm, and your innocent strength. Admit it. You're the adept. Admit it." I'm not adept. I'm adopted," said the girl. I'm not sure, not adept at anything. Can't you tell that?" My soul came scavenging for me. I can feel it," said the witch. I won't have it. I won't have a soul. With a soul, there is everlastingness, and life has tortured me enough." The witch pulled Dorothy back into the corridor and stuck the head of her broom in a torch fire. Nanny was hobbling upstairs, leaning on Chistery, who had some dishes of pudding on a tray. "I've locked the whole of them in the kitchen until they stop their roughhousing," Nanny was muttering. "Such a hubbub, such a racket, such a wild rumpus. Nanny won't have it. Nanny's too old. They're all beasts." Below, in the dusty recesses of Kiamako, the dog barked once or twice. The lion roared and pounded against the kitchen door, and Lear shrieked, "Dorothy, we're coming!" But the witch turned and shot out her foot and toppled Nanny over. The old woman roared and slid, oohing and eyeing down the stairs, Chistery chasing after her in consternation. The door had burst its hinges, and the lion and Lear came tumbling out, falling over the big leap of Nanny at the foot of the stairs. "Up, you up!" shouted the witch. I'll have done with you before you have done with me." Dorothy had wrenched herself free and dashed up the corkscrew stairs of the Tower of the Witch. There was only one exit, and that was parapet. The witch followed in good speed, needing to finish the deed before Lion and Lear arrived. She would have those shoes. She would take the grimoire. She would abandon Lear and Nor and disappear into the wilderness. She would burn the book and the shoes, and then she would bury herself. Dorothy was a dark shape huddled over the wretched stones. "You haven't answered my question," said the witch, poking the torch way up high. Releasing specters and ghosts among the shadows of the constellations. "You've come hunting me down, and I want to know, why will you murder me?" The witch slammed the door behind her and locked it. All the better. The girl could only gasp. "You think you're telling me the story? You think they're not telling stories about you all over Oz? You think I don't know the wizard sent you here to bring back proof that I was dead?" "Oh, that," said Dorothy. "That's true, but that's not why I came." "You can't possibly be a competent liar, not with that face." The witch held up a broom at an angle. "Tell me the truth, and when you've finished, then I'll kill you. For in times like these, my little one, you must kill before you are killed." I couldn't kill you," said the girl, weeping. "I was horror-struck to have killed your sister. How could I kill you?" "Very charming," said the witch. Very nice, very touching. Then why'd you come here?" "Yes, the wizard said to murder you," Dorothy said, "but I never intended to, and that's not why I came." The witch held the burning broom even higher, closer to looking at the girl's face. When they said it was your sister, and we had to come here, it was like a prison sentence, and I never wanted to. But, well, I thought I would come. My friends would come to help, and I would come, and I would say..." "Say what?" cried the witch on the edge. I would say," said the girl, straightening up, gritting her teeth. "I would say to you, would you ever forgive me for that accident, for the death of your sister? Would you ever forgive me? For I could never forgive myself." The witch shrieked in panic and disbelief. Even now the world should twist so, offending her once again. Elphaba, who had refused and endured Samira's refusal to forgive, now begged by a gibbering child for the same mercy that was denied to her. "How can you give such a thing out of your own hollowness?" She was caught, twisting, trying, full of will, but for what? A fragment of brush of the broom fluttered off and lit her skirt, and there was a run of flames in her wrap, eating up the driest tinder in the vincus. "Oh, will this nightmare ever end?" screamed Dorothy, and she grabbed the bucket for collecting rainwater. The sudden flare-up of the light came into view. She said, "I will save you," and she hurled the water at the witch. An instant of sharp pain before the numbness. The world was floods above and below. If there was such a thing as a soul, the soul had gambled in some sort of baptism, and had it won? The body apologizes to the soul of its errors, and the soul asks for forgiveness for squatting in the body without invitation. A ring of expectant faces before the light dims. They move in the shadows like ghouls. There is Mama, playing with her hair. There is Nesrode, stern and bleached as weather timber. There is Papa, host and reflections, looking for himself in the faces of the suspicious heathen. There is Shell, not quite himself despite his apparent wholeness. They become others. They become Nanny and Prime, tart and officious. Amma Clutch and Amma Vimp and the other Ammas lumped together in a maternal blur. They become Bog, sweet and lithe and earnest, yet unbestowed, and Crope and Tibbet in their funny, campy anxiety to be liked, and Averick in his superiority, and Glinda in her grounds waiting to be good enough to deserve what she gets. And the ones whose stories are over, Manic and Morrible and Dr. Dillum and most of all Fiero, whose blue diamonds are the blues of water of sulphurous firebow, and the ones whose stories are curiously unfinished. Was it to be like this? The Princess Nestoria of the Scrow, whose help would not arrive in time, and Lear, the mysterious foundling boy, pushed out of his pea pod. Sarima, who in her loving welcome and sisterliness would not forgive, and Sarima's sisters and children in the future and past. And the ones who fell to the wizard, including Killjoy and the other resident creatures, and behind them, The wizard himself a failure until he exiled himself from his own land, and behind him Yakko, whoever, if anyone, and the anonymous adepts, if they existed, and the dwarf who had no name to share. And the creatures of makeshift lives that hobbled together, the disenfranchised and the abused, the lion, the scarecrow, and the Maine tin woodsman. Up from the shadows for an instant, up into the light, then back. The goddess of gifts, the last reaching among the flames and water, cradle, crooning something, but the words remain unclear. And that's the end of that chapter.